Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Delthorn RPG, or I would call it, what's it called again? Let me take a look. Delthorn RPG. Delthorn? Okay, that's a bit more. Okay, now I can see what it's called. I thought it was called Delthorn for a second, but no, it's called Delthorn. Okay. But yeah, today we're playing Delthorn RPG, a game that isn't mainstream, so I was like, something finally new, so might as well just look at it, just for the hell of it. So yeah, that being said, I enjoyed the video and let's get right into it. So quite excited to see how this game goes. So I do it, and when I first started playing this, I noticed a few other bugs and all that stuff. So we're gonna be reviewing this, seeing how far we can get, and yeah. Now, first bug is when you shift, this happens, or I should yeah, this happens. So basically, regardless if you run or not, you pretty much regardless if you're moving or not, you still pretty much shift and you pretty much run in motion. So basically, you're doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk. So that's fun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna create here.
Yeah. But anyways, that being said, let's get right into it. So I'm quite excited to see how far we can go. So let's get to it. So this game uses e-just as you can tell. Oh, they have that weird. Oh, they have that. Okay. That's interesting. Also, are they bigger than me? No, nah. I'm just. Yeah, the animations are weird. Okay. So, all right. So here's what I'm gonna say about the RPGs like this. Honestly, if you're gonna have custom animations, it would mean a lot if you could at least maybe have them like they're really consistent. Basically, like you know how the player has custom animation stuff, like you see most in just this, right? Well, basically basically the thieves do not have that honestly whatsoever. So a good, I feel like it would mean a lot. I feel like it'd be a lot better if you could just do that too. So pretty cool. I didn't notice that they also have like fishing and exit and like chopping down block trees. So I kind of want to test that out, see if it looks better. Interesting. I kind of want to test it out and see what we can do. Honestly, can we do this one? No. Survival axe. Can we like top it down? I honestly don't know, but it looks like there's like a tier here, so clearly we can do something with it. I just don't know what we can do with it. So, maybe there's like something we can probably do. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll go for it as we go on. So apparently you can cook here. Apparently, so this guy can cook for you. So a salon meal, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's see here. So we got salmon. Is that like a chance shop or something? I don't know. But yeah, it looks like you can cook stuff here. Pretty cool, I guess. So yeah. Huh? Finally. Also, my girlfriend's here today. Say hi.
Hello.
So she's ready to be. She's playing Sims as usual. So
Creating the Vampire Diaries in Sims.
yes, indeed. But yeah,
If I can find a Vampire Diary actual family that doesn't have so many packs more than what I have.
definitely. So let's go and see. Let's start off with this quest guy. Thief victim apparently. This does not look like a thief victim. He looks pretty happy for to be a thief victim. Honestly, that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, back to these guys. So apparently we can. Yeah, I'm sure it's. I mean, yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say about this game. Concept interesting, I guess, but at the same time, kind of executed poorly. Not everything's kind of consistent. Not everything's consistent with the animations and stuff. And I also will admit too, like when you're holding a sword, it kind of breaks. I'm not sure is it just me or does it break? Let's see. Okay, no, it does break. It was just me. The ones if you press F. Okay, pressing F does that. Wait, does it cut some block? No, it's not. Okay. F does something a bit differently, I guess. Okay. Blocking does change things a bit, yeah. Apparently there's also a Q, apparently there's also like a Q, keybind, which is pretty cool. Nothing really that game changing, but it wouldn't mean a lot. It would be pretty cool if they could to make them as like global keybinds rather than keybinds that appear there, because this being here not on there really just doesn't look well, honestly, in my eyes. But that's just gonna be honest with you. I was hoping this game would be a good start, but it kind of doesn't really fit well for me. So I'm already level 2, so that's nice. So alright, let's go and see what else we got here. Apparently,
Oh my god.
yeah. Oh, we got slimes. I wonder, do these slimes have like animations? Oh, they have animations. Okay, now that's okay. Now that's good. Okay, so they do animations. Okay, what do they do? Can we buy them? I don't think we can find them. Okay.
Okay, let's create Let's go look at some pictures.
Yeah. So they can't fight. We can't fight the slimes yet. So okay. If they're in the same area, then what's the point? What's the point of having them in the same area if you can't fight them? That just doesn't make sense to me at all. So, yeah. And there we go. Also, the area kind of just doesn't look too well, in my opinion. Like, there's not that much leverage. I mean, sure, you got the blocks right there and shit, but it would be nice if you had, like, hills or rocks. Okay, yeah, there's surely rocks, but they're like... But it would be nice if they can have, like, about hills, honestly. So, with hills, I feel like it would be a lot... It'll make the game less flat, honestly. Flatline, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. Also, these blocky trees do not fit well with these mesh trees. I'm going to point out there right now. Thief Chief. This is just a reskin version of the Thieves, except with a normal sword. Like, and these guys walk a little bit too fast. I'm not sure. They don't make sense to me at all. So, yeah. Delthorn's rough start is already kind of sad, so. I mean, pretty good. I mean, yeah, I get you kind of tried to being a little bit different, but being different sometimes has being different can also hurt. It's high risk, high reward. If you want to be different, it's a high risk, high reward type of strat, honestly. Think about I was like Deathless. Deathless was hard, was trying to be different. It didn't do too well, but but as updates from updates came along, it got better with some changes and all that stuff. So it's not saying Deathless is bad or anything, but definitely could use some reworks. But yeah, map I think deserves more attention, honestly, because for developer I kind of wish they did more with the map, honestly. I mean, sure, it looks good, but I mean, I feel like hills would just look a lot better, and maybe also make the trees more consistent, because the trees, like these type trees and these type trees, when they match together, they don't look too well, honestly. They look, it's almost like someone went from another dimension, got this tree, and placed it here, while these trees are just standing here in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah. Also, the lighting. Oh my god, the lighting's bright. I'm not sure if that's a problem, but that clearly you might want to loosen the lighting a bit too. But yeah, I was hoping any games like these would. So yeah, this is what we get so far, honestly. So, yeah, definitely. We're level 4. Okay, we also got some of these. So also the UI doesn't really have much change in it, honestly. It's just a typical UI, but except I mean, sure, I guess they have different, like, I guess I can tell that they have the only thing that's really different about it is like I guess the thing that's really different the only thing that's really different about it is just like the coloring, but that's so easy. You can easily do that in game config, so it's nothing really that revolutionary. So yeah, and apparently they just got an apple and called it a raw apple. Does it? Oh, it's a material. Oh, it's a material. Okay. For a second that would be okay. So apparently you can okay. I think I get it now. Okay, so I do like the concepts though. The concepts are interesting, like cooking, crafting, enchanting. Good ideas. They just weren't really executed correctly. But let's take a look and see what Enchanting does. Actually, I haven't really had a look at this, so this will be interesting. This is interesting. Okay, so I wasn't really what I was thinking was with Enchanting, I thought it was gonna be like this, where basically like you had armor, you crafted them, you get a book, you crafted it. But apparently not. You select an item, and you can craft it with a cost of gold, which is pretty interesting to say the least. But yeah, it's a step in the right direction, if that makes any sense. Good step in the right direction, and I'd say it's improved. I'd say it's better than having a typical crafting shop and pawn shop. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool also if, like, instead of having cost a lot, it'd be like you get books dropped from mobs, like spellcasters and stuff, and it can give you like a bit more of a decrease in cost, I guess. I'm sure.
Well, you caught my attention when you said spellcaster.
Yeah, because
I'm creating a spellcaster right now in the game.
Damn. Yeah, so basically the game has enchants, basically, which is pretty cool. It's really interesting. It's a different game. It's different than what I'm used to. So definitely a good step in the right direction. But the general aspects of it, like the map, and I guess the whole customization in general, I feel like should be in the consistency in general. Just shouldn't is this kind of thing something I'm looking forward to. But I will say the enchantments are a step in the right direction to making the game more of a game, I guess. So and not like something you see in every RPG game every day. So yeah, I'd say it's a bit of a good look on it, but like these ideas are really good. They just need to be executed correctly, and the enchanting does seem to be executed correctly. Just made some improvements, honestly. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get okay. So let's go ahead and start killing these mobs. So the slimes, I will say, I like how they blob around stuff. Do they also give out like a trail too? That's cool. I like that. I must say, actually, I quite honestly enjoy that. Not gonna lie. Apparently, you can't heal. So okay. There we go. That should do it. So, yeah. Alright, so let's go and see what the shop is. So, because I got 108 gold. Not sure if we can do much in the shop, but we'll see, I guess. Just for hell of it. We cannot. Okay, never mind. Also, what's the point of selling a fishing rod if it's... Wait, hang on. Oh, okay, so basically you have like a different... You have like a fishing rod, which can be used in tier 1 fishing zones. So that's good. I like that idea. That's actually pretty interesting. I really would have to test that out, honestly. But regardless, I'd say it's a pretty decent game, honestly. I'd say it's decent with its ideas.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you have a windshield wiper in the front.
Definitely. But I'd say it's... What do you think? Do you think this game...
Blob?
Yes, it's a slime.
Slime blob.
Different, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, different type of concept than what it used to, more than like the hero creatures. So I'd say this game does have some ideas. They just need to execute correctly, and I think they'll be good, honestly. I must say, if I do say so myself. At least in my eyes.
I like how the slime blob actually trails. Like
yeah.
actual slime.
Yeah, that's something I was not expecting. I was expecting it to be a mesh, but it wasn't a mesh at all. I was expecting it to be a mesh and just call it a day, but no, apparently it did not. So that's good. That's different. So I'll take it. I'll take it, honestly. So yeah. I will say one thing though, they should totally if you are playing at shifting and sprinting and all that shit, at least have the mobs do some form of like AI sprinting when they're far away from you, and then they slow down when you're close to them. Would be a pretty cool idea. Not sure if you can execute it, but if you can, that'll be good. I mean, since you were able to create enchanting, and have some decent how to script, then I'm sure you can figure out some way to do it, honestly. So yeah, pretty much. It's a nice idea, I will say that, honestly. So good ideas, just need to execute the right path, and it'll be good. Also, the mod designs, not the best in my opinion. I'll be honest with you. The slimes are good, honestly. I haven't seen all the mods yet, but definitely these guys made some reworks, honestly. If you want to make them look more like thieves, than not just blocky mobs with hoods on them, as if it's like that. But there is like in some places, but in other places, it's doing completely fine, honestly, in my eyes. So definitely would look into that, honestly. So yeah. Let's go ahead and go straight to the portal room. Oh, actually, we can't go to the portal room. Let me say go to healing bind. That's what I'm going to say. Let's go and kill the thief victim. Wait, no, not kill the thief victim. I meant help the thief victim. Hey, could you do me a favor? These thieves have been doing me trouble. Can you finish some of them? Thank you. What? I think he exited. Oh, how was this? Okay, we just need to kill 25 thieves. Okay, let's go and kill 25 thieves. I guess we'll end the video from there, I guess. Let's see how fast we can go. So that'll be fun. Yeah, and you can tell that just for first impression, I'll say it's pretty good, honestly. It's pretty interesting. But another thing I would like to mention, is maybe change this guy a bit, because I feel like this guy just doesn't really look too well with the current atmosphere currently. If you change this guy into a bit more of a greener, oranger look, I'm sure it'll probably look a lot better, honestly. Minus with the trees and stuff, with the mesh part trees and not the part trees. Sure, choose one or the other. But just don't choose both of them, because it just doesn't fit too well with them. It doesn't fit too well with what's currently working with. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Could you get clothing from here?
Huh?
Could you get clothing?
Going for where?
Just inserted into your game.
From CC, yeah, you can.
To the gallery.
Oh no, you can't actually. No, you can't.
When you're done, could you show me?
Yeah, sure. But yeah, anyways, you can, babe. But yeah, you can't do that in gallery. That's not how it works.
Oh.
But yeah, alright. Well, so we're currently...
Just give me 5 minutes of relaxation.
Okie dokie. Alright, so we're currently on our way to finish this guy up. Still having a bit of trouble. We'll work for it, so yeah. Alright. Also, maybe one thing to add at some point too is definitely health potions. The kit does come with health potions, but I feel like it'll be a lot more cooler if you can have your own health potion stuff. So it will be pretty cool. But yeah. So, alright, let's go ahead and finish this shit off. Oh, we're about to die, folks. Alright. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, overall, games has some, like I said, game has it has some interesting concepts. It lacks in some areas, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, I'll go over an overview. I'll do an overview on it later. So like a final conclusion on how the game is. But overall, definitely gonna see some things. Definitely gonna see some major. Definitely should see some major things that need to be improved on. Consider it at least. If you want to have a good game. But yeah, take it. You don't have to, but if you want to take my feedback and use it however you want, go for it. Honestly, go for it. Just make sure it helps. Hopefully the game is hopefully as long as it makes the game better, it'll be amazing. So yeah. All right. So we're currently using 15 more feeds. Okay, this is nice. Ain't that just nice? So yeah, this is gonna take a bit. So yeah. I'm not sure if... Actually, hold on, let's just finish. Yeah, okay. I'm about to die, folks. Alright. Yeah, okay. Also, the animations don't really seem to fit well, honestly. Not saying... I'm talking about the animations, like, when you're, like... I guess the animations don't seem to hit the mobs well, honestly. Like when you it's hard to hit a mob when you have these custom animations. That's the thing when most animators seem to have trouble with, honestly. Making hitboxes making it so that the animations don't interfere with like being able to damage mobs and stuff like that. You know if that makes any sense? Because basically how the hitboxes work is that they use the sword hitbox currently. So basically if your sword looks like that. Okay, well it doesn't really look that bad, but yeah. Or then again, Roblox hitboxes are kind of odd, if I do say so myself. So not really their fault entirely, but definitely could look into some improvements. So yeah, we're being pretty close. 60 more feeds. And I might as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just end early real quick. Let's just get to a few more kills, and we'll go from there. All right. Get close. We're about to die. Alright. Okay. And... Alright. Alright, so we're currently working on this. We need 4 more feeds and it'll print be in pretty good from there, hopefully. This should help out a bit more, so I'll work for it. Alright. Yeah. Okay. And... Okay. Alright, that's 2 down, 2 more to go. That should be it, hopefully. Alright. Yeah, okay, buddy. Alright, 2 down, we completed the quest, and we're done. Oh, we got a dagger too, nice. 1 in 20 chance. I'll go way to end off the video. And also a cool rarity, so. Okay, alright everyone, so advanced progress, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. So, overall, I'd say the game is pretty unique with its styling, or not, pretty unique with its, I'd say the game's pretty unique in terms of, like, its ways of showing ideas, like Enchanting, for example. Definitely. Another thing I would mention, though, too, is some of the items don't show the item icons. May want to fix that. That is a bug. And definitely, I also think that overall, I also would recommend the global keybinds. Use these with the global keybind system that each has implemented in his kit, and I also would recommend that you also maybe fix like some of the animations and all that stuff. Also maybe make the feeds a bit less basic and more like different, like these guys, for example, like the signs right here with like the cool animation stuff would be pretty cool. And also, last but not least, the consistency. For example, the consistency of the trees. Please at least choose one and just go with it, not like keep one or the other. I get variations are good, but variations with mesh parts The variations in different styles isn't really what I don't like. It's not what I don't really like that. But if they're both at the same style but different variations, that's good. So yeah. Or maybe probably get some more version of that tree, and who knows, maybe it'll be good from there. And also another thing I will also like to mention is maybe make the area less flat. Add hills, rocks, more rocks, I guess, and all that stuff. And also another thing I would also like to mention is give more lore, give more. I love to know the lore about this game and figure it out for yourself, because looking at this guy, the thief victim, he looks happy to be a thief victim. Honestly, like just give this guy lore and just. I'm sure. Make him with a sad face and give him lore or ask him, tell him, and have the player have the thief victim tell you lore and the backstory and all that stuff. I feel like that would also be pretty cool. But yeah, and also last but not least, the UI too. I know I did say last but not least a lot too, but you get the point. But definitely some good ideas. For example, fishing, and woodworking stuff. Definitely interesting ideas, but. Haven't really didn't really get far enough to experience those, but I'm sure they're pretty good ideas, honestly. But yeah, also another thing I also want to mention is why does fish one have a critical chance? I'm not sure why. But yeah, apart from that, this problem being this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell channel. But you also on this video. Thanks for watching, and this beginning 6 now. Have a good one as always.